What's up, gang? It's the Security Czar, and since the 2024 presidential elections are upon us, it's time to talk about Secret Service protection, who's entitled to it, and who isn't. Ever since I posted this video, and this video, a huge debate has been sparked by U.S. citizens demanding to know who gets Secret Service protection, for how long, and who's footing the bill. The debate on my YouTube channel about this issue is so intense that it has garnered over 25 million views just between these two videos. Well, since you asked the question, let's jump into the facts. But first, let's talk about this guy, Robert Kennedy Jr. Old Bobby Boy is the son of Robert Francis Kennedy Sr., who was a former senator that was assassinated in 1968 during his run for the presidential office. Or perhaps you may be more familiar with his uncle, the beloved President JFK, or John F. Kennedy, who was assassinated in 1963 while he was still president. And the reason that we're talking about RFK Jr. at all is because he feels entitled to Secret Service protection for his 2024 presidential campaign. Kennedy argues that he should receive Secret Service protection because his uncle was assassinated in 1963 and his father in 1968, but for some reason, the math isn't mathing. Let's see. His uncle was killed in 1963, and that was how many years ago? And his father was killed in 1968. And that was how many years ago? Which brings us back to the purpose of this video. Who gets Secret Service protection, why, and who pays for it? And before we move on, guys, please do me a favor. Please like, share, and comment, and turn on your notification buttons. Your support means the world to me, and it helps me to keep doing these videos.
But back to the lecture at hand.
Since 2013, current and former presidents and their spouses receive lifetime protection from the Secret Service once they leave office. And their children receive Secret Service protection until the age of 16. Former vice presidents, their spouses, and their children are only entitled to Secret Service protection for up to 6 months after they leave office. The law regarding the protection of former presidents has changed several times since 1965, from a lifetime to 10 years in 1994 and back to a lifetime in 2013. With that said, even former President Donald Trump, if he's convicted and goes to jail, will still get Secret Service protection for the rest of his life. The only reason that a former president or vice president would not get Secret Service protection is if they refused. And this all brings us back to why Bobby Kennedy Jr. would not be allowed Secret Service protection for his bid for the presidential office. Kennedy argues that he deserves Secret Service protection because of the assassination of his father and his uncle in the 1960s. While I don't blame him for trying, but the 1960s and the assassinations were over 60 years ago. And the Biden administration and the Secret Service argues, bro, you ain't even a major candidate. It should be noted that all major presidential candidates and president-elects are afforded Secret Service protection during their presidential campaigns. Though wishful thinking, Kennedy is nowhere near being a major presidential candidate. In fact, from the latest polls, it showed that Kennedy was near the bottom, trailing behind by over 60 points. But Kennedy countered that Barack Obama had Secret Service protection at this time in his campaign for president in 2007, but the administration countered with President Obama at that time was the first African-American presidential candidate with a shot at winning the office of presidency. And based on verified threats and the implications that then Senator Obama needed Secret Service protection. And now to address the question of who pays for the Secret Service protection. So let's go over some numbers real quick as it pertains to taking care of former presidents. Based on official documents, the total expenditures for former presidents once they leave office is about $26 million. Out of that budget, about $3 million is attributed to Secret Service protection. Of course, people complain about having to spend money on former presidents, especially when they don't like them. However, with the estimated 100 million tax-paying U.S. citizens in the United States, when it comes down to how much we pay for the Secret Service protection for former presidents, it boils down to about 3 cents per year per tax-paying U.S. citizen. So for all of you sourpusses complaining about how much money you spend on former presidents and where your tax money goes, I guarantee you spend more money at the bar or on Amazon. This has been another episode of The Way I See It with the Security Czar. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on my next video. And by the way, if you like my content, please like, share, and comment, and remember to smash that notification button for more content just like this.